miracle. Only God can do that. Thanks for playing, noob. I know. Welcome to kindergarten.
You're the son, but only the father. So
Yes, welcome to kindergarten. Only God can do this. Yes. I know. I know. I can't do it. I still can't do it. I'm a 40-year-old man. Yes, you can't do it either. You never will. You can't even understand. This is why men can't even read the Bible, let alone they wrote it. Get out of here. I mean, it is so easy.
All right, so Jesus doesn't know the time, but the Father does. Separate entities. Next victim.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a miracle.
It's an idiom for Jewish weddings. You need to learn that.
When I play Counter, guess what happens?
No.
I used to play Counter-Strike back in the day. That wasn't a separate person.
The
That was still
Jewish
the
weddings
XO
are
in a video game.
in the
Yes,
Bible.
that's the same
Don't tell
person,
me
different
I'm
entities.
interpreting
Yes.
things randomly.
Bro, you're scared. Bro, you're a noob.
Where does it talk about the Jewish weddings?
You're thinking of you're following some sort of Mormonism, Catholicism, or something. Yeah,
Where does
you
it
don't
talk
even believe
about
the Bible
Jewish
at all.
weddings?
Yeah, bro, you're one of
Where
these.
does it say
But that's the
Jewish
problem is
weddings?
that there is a problem with people like you. Yeah, you're actually anti-law, you're anti-Christ because you think there's multiple gods. You're a polytheist, and this is a form of Satanism.
Where does it talk about the Jewish wedding?
It is a form of Satanism. Yeah, because they're putting the feast. He wants to show off. Yeah, he wants to show off. Go ahead.
Guys, hold on 1 second. So, A's, I got another text for you that I want you to seriously listen to and think about, okay? So, in John chapter 3, Jesus is explaining about, if you don't understand earthly things, how can you understand spiritual things? Sitting there, he's talking to his disciples, right? So, you get down to verse 13, he says that no man has ascended to heaven, but he which came down from heaven, speaking of himself. Then he says, the Son of Man which is in heaven. So he's claiming to be standing there in front of them talking while being in heaven at the same time.
First of all, let me say I'm appreciative of the fact you're being quite polite that's in this discussion. So that's good. Where is it? John 3?
Yeah. So in John 3:13, Jesus is claiming to be on earth and heaven at the same time. He is God. He is in all places at once.
All right, let me read it.
Himself, but as fully God, he never limited himself. He never left heaven. He left heaven, but he was still there. You see what I'm saying?
All right, so no one has ever gone into heaven except the one who came from heaven, the Son of Man.
Which is in heaven.
Okay, I don't.
John 3:13, I'll quote it word for word. No one hath ascended up.
Okay, which I guess my translation doesn't have that. It has it in the.
Well, it should be there because it's not in italics. This is in the Greek.
What are you reading from the Bible?
I'm reading from right now. I'm reading from the NIV, but let me get the KJV.
Oh, bro, caught him napping. Yeah, too. You got to get the KJV. That's the minimum.
Yeah,
guy.
The NIV is not translated from.
No, listen, guys. The KJV is the minimum, not the good, not the best. No, it is the minimum. You must stick to
No, it's the best. Thank you. The XO of the arrow.
Thanks.
I'm reading from the KJV.
Yeah, it's the minimum. Anything, and then there's a lot of better Bibles out there, but
no, there's not. No, there isn't.
The cadence. There's a cadence about the KJV in a certain sense that it does sound different.
That in KJV too, there's things that are have been changed in that.
I'm going to tell you, there's not one good English version. Okay.
Rubbish.
How can Jesus be on earth and in heaven at the same time?
Because he's God. He is the creator of heaven and earth, and all the sea that there is. I mean, it's literally, you can only be God to do all these things. He's even more powerful than the angels. The angels are going to worship him.
I'm asking A's because I'm trying to get his brain thinking.
He doesn't want to think. He's going to fight you tooth and nail. He's in a cult.
I dealt with him before, and I got angry.
It seems to me that there are translational issues here. So that could be part of the explanation, but even if
listen, bro, you're way too new. Don't do this. You're gonna hurt yourself. No, it doesn't work that way.
We have well over 5,000 copies of the Greek manuscripts. Okay, the King James is translated from the majority text, which means the majority of manuscripts agree with how it's translated. The Bible you're reading from is from a small set of transcripts that were found from Alexandria, Egypt. It's called the West.
Yeah, I know the history. I know the history of the KJV.
I suggest you throw it in the
Bro,
The KJV texts are unfortunately much later than the other ones, so they're much less likely to be authoritative.
See, we're just gonna do this.
You don't understand.
But the
I will-
NIV,
Even if you assume that this
the
text is
NIV has been changed up so much, it's undergone. You need to put that aside.
So, the reason why those manuscripts are older is because they weren't in circulation. They weren't being used because they were corrupted. People didn't touch them. They sat in a cave for 1,000 years. The reason why the King James or the majority text has been worn out and recopied is because they're constantly being used and circulated. So they're getting worn out faster, so people had to keep recopying them. That's why those manuscripts you're quoting from are older, because they were rubbish. No one was using it. You understand?
well, that's a story you've made up to defend your position, but
Okay.
let's, like I said, let's assume it's correct.
Yeah, so I made it up. So I didn't look into this at all. I just made it up on the fly.
Well, you're not going to deny that the manuscripts are earlier than the ones from which the KJV is derived, right? Or do you not believe that?
Hey, listen to anything I just said.
All right.
Yeah, we need to
problem
get you
is-
in a Hebrew class, man. You need to start asking Praise. Why don't you do this? Why don't you send Praise I Am an email? Start asking him to do a Hebrew study or something, man, because you got to get back to the Ruach.
Well, we know the end of Mark.
But you need to get back to this word.
We know the KJV has the end of Mark, which is almost certainly an interpolation. The woman,
So now we're just gonna have a peeing contest now?
Forgives. 1 John 1, I think, or 1 John 1, 5 to 7 or something like that. So there are translational
Mistakes. They're wrong. Yeah, there's mistakes all over every single English version. Do you
yeah,
know
all
what
the
the
others are
Jubilee
wrong.
2000 is?
Right.
You know what the
Got it.
Jubilee 2000? I know you need a Jubilee 2000. You're perfect. Like not everybody. You need a Jubilee 2000 Bible for this young man right here, upper right hand corner. It's a special Bible for special kids just like you, bro. That's what you need.
I think we gave him A's philosophy enough to ponder for tonight. What he does with the information is his choice, but I suggest you go and seriously think about, look up things that we talked about. Go study these verses and then come back later after you.
I'm never going to believe Jesus is the same as the Father ever.
Oh,
I'm never going to believe
you're
it.
in big trouble, bro. Man, you don't know the first thing of the Bible, then, bro. Yeah, Barashit in the beginning, the first word of the.
philosophy. I tried to point this out to you before about the book of John, where Jesus says,
I guess I cut out. In the first.
I don't think it's a good idea asking Praise to help you with your Hebrew, if at all, or the Greek. Well, maybe not the Greek, but I don't think he's any good at either.
Word of the Bible in Hebrew, it describes Jesus. The gospel starts in the very first word of the Bible, Barashit. So you might want to look into that someday. Thanks
Death,
for playing.
nail, yeah, there's death, nail, and something else, yeah.
You're going to have to explain all those passages to me where Jesus is talking to the
Show me.
Father.
Yeah, you don't know, bro. Yes, that's the point. Yes, I can even wait. Oh wow, that's amazing. You're saying if I talk to myself, I'm more powerful than God? Wow. Hey XO, why are you talking to people this stupid? Oh, I don't know. I just did it. Wow. So you're saying I'm more powerful than God right now because I just talked to myself. Wow, bruh. You have a very low level of expectation about
Well,
God. You have
really
no
teaching
idea.
the
You are
Father.
embarrassing the Lord. Listen, He controls the seas. He controls the oceans. He controls the skies and the clouds. And you think He can't talk to Himself? Princess boy, please let's get your sippy cup and wipe the applesauce out of the side of your face. You're covered in applesauce, little kid. Okay, please get a life before you're challenging Bible teachers. Thanks.
You're covered in ticks, man. You gotta get the ticks off, bro.
Yeah, they're hairy ticks.
You know what I mean?
Get a grip.
Seriously, go ponder what we talked about.
You're not someone you could have a conversation with. You're just not. I don't know if you
You're
care.
out of your mind, kid. You're talking to your elder right now who's been doing this for probably longer than you've been alive. I'm an elder, sir. Yes. So please be careful with your language. Thanks.
That doesn't change the fact that it's impossible to have a real
Yes,
conversation.
it doesn't matter. Yes, you don't even know what the word says. You have no idea, bro. Go, man, my goodness, young man. Just started this. What are you talking about, bro? Bro, you're in training wheels.
Hey,
What are you
Praise, how about
talking
that?
about? Get over yourself, child.
You know what ruach means?
Spirit.
Who are you talking about?
Ruach could be
Ruach
wind
or
Praise,
or
don't
breath.
mute yourself, bro.
Spirit?
Wait, are you all oneness believers?
Oh, okay. Here's another seizure. Are you all oneness, bro? You're a zombie. Go get your vaccination card.
Just because you know what one word in Hebrew means doesn't mean you know Hebrew.
come back later. Please.
No,
Thanks.
Sparrow, I'm not talking to you anymore.
No, I
Sparrow,
said,
are you all oneness? I didn't know that.
you know what? You're not.
He's trying to slander you now.
Are you
He's
doing
slandering.
something?
No, I'm not. I just,
You're trying to group everybody into one group now. You're slandering an entire
You're
group
not
of people.
oneness, are you, Exo? You're Trinitarian.
Right. I mean, listen, he just
Oh
didn't
my
like what I
gosh.
had to say coming out the gate.
what is Ruach? Tell me what Ruach is.
Bro, you're already insulting people that are
Oh,
talking about the
I-
word. And we're
I
trying to
wanna
get
talk
deep into the
Sparrow.
word, and you're already insulting
Like
people.
This
Numa.
guy
Numa.
over here just won't let anyone else
Numa
talk.
like pneumatic tires. It's the air spirit, Holy Spirit, Ruach. Okay. How's that a oneness? Come on.
I never said it was.
You've been here from the beginning.
Wait, but the difference is that oneness teaches that Jesus the Son and the Father are the same being, which is not in
You
any
got
way.
admit
No,
God with
No,
it.
Yeah, you're not using the Bible,
the
are you?
same
Jimmy?
person, not the same being.
Right.
Exactly. So Jesus, the Father, and the
Yeah,
Son,
they're not the same
being,
person.
but they are
That's
not
the
the
thing.
same person. They are
Okay,
three
yes, you're a
persons.
polytheist. We got it. You are a polytheist. You think there has to be multiple entities to control and actually have a
No.
successful creation. Yes,
No, I
we get
don't.
it.
No, I
Yes,
don't.
you've admitted it several times. You think it needs multiple entities to control the time and space of all the existence under the heavens and in the waters. You think that
Okay,
God needs a
I
helper.
just don't believe that.
That is a
so I don't know why you're-
polytheistic belief system. Yes, because you have ignored the entire gospel from the Bereshit to the Apocalypse. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're still in training wheels, kid. Please,
You
you're
read
completely
one
adding a
verse.
Why all the
polytheistic
put-downs?
belief system to the Bible. It's polytheism.
Wait, you read one verse. You read one verse.
Typical American.
See? More insults. Yep.
That's enough.
The entire gospel. No, you read one
In the
verse.
beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, right? Yes, and the Word was God, right? It says all things were made by Him. Wow, that's amazing. And you know what's nice about the Word? The Word of God is quick and powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. The
What
Bible solves
on
all
earth
problems.
is
If you
this
just
guy?
read it a little bit, you can figure this out.
What does he think he
Bingo.
is?
Yeah.
Amen.
Exo's a beast, man. I'm really impressed with Exo. Really.
Too.
I mean, there's a
No,
ton
just
of
wait till we have a
verses.
Bible study. Just wait.
There's just a ton of verses which just flat out refute what you said.
Sounds like someone's still chirping in the corner. Bro, give the rat a cookie. My
Like,
goodness.
how do you explain First
Bro, you
Corinthians?
sound like an atheist, bro. Do you have a bro? You sound like an atheist. How do you explain this? You sound like an atheist, bro. Do you like the word species?
You
Do you like
sound
saying
like someone
species
who
so much?
doesn't want to have an actual conversation. You're talking
Do you
over
like to
me.
be? I bet you like being smart, right? You're a smart guy. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Go study what you
Wait, I actually would like to have a conversation if this guy would, entertain the
Yeah,
possibility.
so he just wants to ruin the whole entire,
All
evening.
the conversations, everyone on the panel has talked to you. That's the thing. And even CJ, even like said he was leaving because all it was going to keep going. Yeah, as that you were going to go around in circles and circles and circles. So that's why CJ left. He knew exactly what the souls are.
How do you explain 1 Corinthians 15:27?
Please, that's it. We're done.
Jesus is God.
Go ponder
Yes,
what you ponder.
Elohim
Go
is
learn
Yeshua
something.
HaMashiach. Thanks.
Go study. Come back in a few days.
Hey,
Oh, let me just say this. Look,
No,
here's
you
Revelation.
read it
I am
for
the
me?
Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end,
Can you
the first
explain
and
it
the
to me?
last. Would you like to see who said that?
Can you
I am
explain it
the
to me?
Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Wow, that's amazing. And there's another Bible verse. You can look at Exodus 12.
To praise and cabinet and come sit down and get your
01282966806. New message is received from voicemail. Message's voicemail has 3 new messages. Please dial 121.
Thank you.
Just printing out a French curve.
You what, sorry?
Just printing out a French curve on the thing.
Oh, a 3D printer.
Yeah,
I've never seen one of them before.
yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. If you got a bit, well, it can be annoying, but if you got patience to calibrate it, and
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
you can print anything.
Yeah, my husband wants one.
Yeah. It took 10 hours. Well, it said 10 hours on the slicer.
Really?
About 6 hours to do a Cromwell.
Yeah, it's a long time, but. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, it came out brilliant. I'm not sure I'm going to do another one.
How did you say it was 6 hours or 10 hours?
6 to 7. Well, it's down as 10 hours. I should have made a note of it, really. It was about 8 hours, actually.
Is it plastic it's made of?
Oh, it's plastic, yeah. Yeah, it comes in wheels, actually.
Is it expensive?
No, the 20 quid for a 1 kilogram roll.
Oh, that's not bad, is it?
No, and you can print quite a lot of stuff out of it. Initially, you do waste some because you've got to do test cubes and calibration. It takes hardly any.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. You can print complicated things. I've printed that knob there.
How big can you print as big as that, like, square?
Yeah, well, if you take into account this bar
Yeah.
and the depth of this, so we're talking about that much.
That's pretty big.
You can print up to 10, maybe 11 inches.
That's pretty impressive.
And, well, the width of this plate. You have it, how many inches is that? 10 inches?
It's not too noisy,
220
is it?
milli?
Quite quiet.
Yeah, I believe you can make them quieter. You can put a sound box on there. But
It doesn't.
not that
Oh, so
bad,
shit.
I can sleep with that.
No, that wouldn't bother me.
Anything, I printed that as well. The little Cat Vancouver protector thing.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Anything you can think of, within reason, you can print it out.
Yeah.
Bars, models like that bust there. I don't know.
Pretty impressive.
Well, it seems to make sense for somebody to invent a 3D printer. I haven't realised how long they've been out.
How long have they been out?
7 or 8 years, I think.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it was newer than that.
I think it's about that. Because the government would probably have them even longer.
Yeah.
Are you putting a new box on there?
Yeah.
that?
It's been on there ages, isn't it? So it
Well, that box did look a bit sort of.
was a bit manky.
Yeah, yeah. I should have thought about moving that writing desk. It's just so awkward while by myself.
Everything's all good, don't worry about it.
God, I hate this hot weather.
Oh, I know. I thought
I prefer winter.
I do as well. I don't like working in the heat. It makes you feel sick.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about the heat.
You know when
It just drains the energy out of you, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Makes you tired.
It is. It just wipes you right out of it.
Yeah. Unless it's a vitamin D it's putting in you, or the
Yeah.
extra, or the or something. No, I prefer winter, snow on the trees.
I just can't stand the wind because of my hair. When I'm working, it
Oh, yeah.
flaps about. That's really annoying. But
But when you get wind locally around here, if you're walking up Talbot Road from where Burton's Biscuits is,
yeah,
and it's coming in cold, blowing down the hill, I thought my head was going to split open because my forehead was that cold with the wind.
I reckon
Painful.
the worst street is Bank Hay Street. You know where Primark is.
Oh yeah.
The front of Primark.
oh,
That
yeah.
it's like a wind tunnel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll come right up from the sea, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's brutal. I still prefer winter.
Yeah.
So they're all English speakers over in India now.
Yeah. I mean, you get a little bit of what's the word where you can't understand.
Accent.
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm so clumsy.
Nope, sorry about it.
You give me
Can you
jam
see
for it
okay
now?
in there? Sorry about
Yeah, that's fine. That's a bit funny.
Is that just a mini laptop, is it?
This is turns into a router,
Oh, right.
so it's running a fiber test on it.
A miniature one of these.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a fancier version, and you can diagnose faults and stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, run programs to it and see what comes back. Whatever.
And turn it into a phone as well. I
Yeah.
can't make it do it. I can't make it. No one can make it do it on this one.
Oh,
It does
right.
do it though.
Oh.
Faults, copper faults as well. It's a clever piece of equipment.
Hmm. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
I expected it to be because I'm not a professional.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
So I press a reset.
Just leave it for now. It might
All right.
come back to life. Sometimes they need a reset.
Mm.
If they've been off for a while, then
Yeah.
they sometimes need it.
I reset it earlier actually while I was out there. I was going to send out a search party. Whereabouts was the green box? Was it just round the corner?
It's you know, on the next corner, Rees Avenue, where what the bloody hell is that place called? A blinds shop on the corner.
Oh yeah.
It's the cab there.
Oh,
I couldn't get into it properly because some dickhead parked their car so close to it.
yeah.
I could only have it half open, so
Ah.
it was a little bit challenging,
Oh.
and it takes ages to get through to India as well.
Ah. Surprised they don't have a miniature, whatever you call it. What do they call that place in India?
DCOE, Diagnostic Centre.
Yeah.
It used to be over here, but it probably just cost too much. I don't know
Yeah.
what it stands for, DCOE. I don't know
Well, I
actually.
thought it could all be done on the computer.
No. Well, it needs them to sort it.
Yeah.
They need to access. So you've got the green box in the road, and then there's another green box which says 240 volts on it.
Yeah.
It has a big sticker on it. That's the DSLAM. That's where all of the fibre is. They can access into that fibre box itself. So yeah, they're pretty skilled at what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to be. They want to keep the job, don't they?
Exactly.
Especially over there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I found Indian people very intelligent. You know.
They are. They work very
They
hard.
Yeah.
They
They
work
love
very hard.
education, don't they?
Yeah, they do have a good education over there. You know, we sort of stereotype them into like working, but they do work hard. They are clever.
Not like over here.
Oh God, yeah, right.
No, I mean young people. I mean,
Yeah, they're just not interested to get more benefits, don't they?
Yeah.
Right, so that's passed. I just need it to come into sync, be in sync for a bit, and then I run another test from my phone, and then it's done. Okay.
Okay. Is it lit? Oh, it's lit up, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. Is that fault likely to occur again? Or?
I can't answer it.
No.
It's
Sorry, I
quite.
didn't mean to ask you that.
That's all right. It's not a bad question at all. They
What
just
did you say was wrong with it?
faulty fibre port.
Oh,
Sometimes the fibre port just decides to stop working. Just like anything, sometimes things
To
just
get
break.
worn out, or just
I don't know. They just stop working. I don't know. No, and I don't know. You've got a phone, and your phone just decides it's going to stop working. Some things they just give up. You do get fibre faults as well, where you'll have like a faulty card. So I could have put it on a new one and it was faulty, but it wasn't that.
Yeah.
It literally just was that singular port. It's lucky because sometimes the port will die. You need a new port and there's no room in the box, and you could be waiting months.
to get a new phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're waiting for someone to move.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's only so many ports.
There's only so many ports. I think there was how many strips in there? I think it was 200 in that cab. It was 100, 200. It might have been 400 in there for fibre. I think it's synced long enough yet. Probably not.
Fast Test Plus result.
What were you making now, did you say?
Some French curves. You know when you want to, you've got a drawing and you want to complete a line because it's missing or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just use any part of that just to match it up so it you can finish the curve off.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's soft explain. That's the best explanation I can think of.
I think I know what you mean.
I've
You
got a
painted
drawing.
that, yeah?
Hmm?
That's really very good.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit.
I like that. The clouds are
There's a
epic.
couple of curves on there missing,
Oh, right. So, yeah, I get what you mean then.
and then so I can line up the. I might have to make this bigger and do it. You can see that on that book there.
Yeah.
We could all line up for that, so I want to put them in. I'm going to laser. I've got a laser unit to put on there. You can engrave them.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got those in there. The laser. I'll show you. But you've got to do the negative. That's in black and white. And then to do a laser thing, all the bits that are in black get engraved out. So all
Right,
the bits
okay.
in white are left proud.
Right,
So that's
understand.
what prints. So what you do, you take the negative of that. So all the black lines go white, all the white goes black. So the black gets sort of engraved, cut out, and then all those black lines as they are now will get printed on your rubber stamp or on your bit of wood. I have had time, but I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to get things done one at a time.
Oh, wow. I was going to say, that's
It's only
new then, yeah?
1.5, yeah. About 60 quid.
Wow.
There's a diode laser in there. You can get up to 20 watt lasers. You can get one of them. But,
You're very creative, aren't you?
that can be.
It's good.
I like, see that I got into printing because I like making rubber stamps and other stuff. Painting.
It keeps the mind active, doesn't it?
Yeah. The fun thing about this is you have to not tinker with it, you have to calibrate it. So you make sure that you've got the feed rate of your filament, the feed rate of your filament coming through that matches up with the speed of the printing.
And does it change per each time when you are doing a new design?
Oh yeah,
You have to calibrate it.
You can do a design on Tinkercad, then you put it into what's called, you make a 3D model in Tinkercad. I can show it here, I've got a tab open. Have I got it? Oh no, I haven't. I can get it open. Oh, falling into the. Oh, there. And then you talk to explain without showing
with
you.
the crayons and stuff and that you need.
Oh, I forgot about
and
that.
Start and listen to them from the very beginning.
Oh no, let's just get the history up. Oh yeah, there's Tinkercad.
Fast Test Plus result.
No fault found. You're in sync and in service again.
Right. There's also, you can go on here, Tinkercad, Autodesk Tinkercad, search for all sorts of stuff. Like these there. These are all 3D designs. I'll show you can make stuff like that.
Is it a free service?
Oh, this is free, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is free. You can design anything as long as you've got the ability and you learn all the different bits. That's a 3D model there. So what you do, click on that, export it to an STL file, So you download it. Just that one. I could have selected all three. This will go to. This will open in Cura, and it does it. It's like a bit like OneSeal. It does what it says on the tin. It slices. So you've got a 3D model like that. Say that you do, and it'll slice it.
Yeah,
It prints in layers.
that's incredible.
So there
isn't
might
it?
be 200 layers to that, and this app will slice that. See that we've got the 3D model there. You can zoom in, and there's all sorts of stuff.
Can you change how big it is?
Oh yeah, I can change. I can make that there.
Wow.
You can make it bigger. There's a limit, usually set by. See the lines of that cube there.
Mhm.
So I could, and it'll set it down on the base. That's too big. It won't do that. Oh, went too far with that. But you can make that. That'll go as high as maybe 20 centimeters.
It's very impressive.
What you do, you just click on there, slice it. Right, it'll give it all. It's got G code and stuff, which is a bit hard to explain. It'll slice it. But what you can do, go on preview. You can do all the slicer settings on there, and you have to play about with it a little bit. But I'll move this here, and it'll show you every layer that's printing,
Oh wow.
all the way from the top to the bottom. There.
Very clever.
Well, they're very clever in doing it, but 543 layers
Wow.
with that.
And does it tell you how long it thinks it'll take?
Yeah. Oh,
One day and 30. Wow.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that is a big model,
That's incredible.
and the infill is 20%. So you'd have to. Obviously, you might not. Well, you might want to make it big, but you can make that hollow. Can't remember how you do it, but you can make it hollow. You don't have to. You don't have to have all that infill there. You can. That's on 20%. I could reduce that. Infill. That's on 20%.
So does that mean it makes it hollow?
You can make it hollow. I've forgotten how you do it. I did do one, but you can decrease the infill. It's all. You'd have to download other bits onto this.
I'd be useless. I can barely use my computer.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
once you've done it a couple of times, it becomes sort of self-explanatory. Really, that's how it does it.
that's brilliant.
Yeah, I put all sorts of add-ons into that slicer. You go into Marketplace and there's other stuff.
Oh, very, very impressed with that.
Yeah. It is fun when you get a perfect print and you know you've calibrated it perfect. Or just spot on, you know,
Yeah,
and you get what you want.
I like things that are precise. So.
Yeah, but I like calibrating stuff. Yeah. It's got this nice curve, something beautiful. Quite strong plastic as well.
I was going to say, is it strong?
Oh yeah, I see that there. I printed that last night.
That is firm, isn't it?
That's one big chunk of plastic that I was printed.
It's incredible.
You can see all the layers.
Yeah, you
just
can. You
about.
can feel it.
You're never going to get a perfect print because it's printing. If it was printing square film, you might have a chance.
Very good, though.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get my husband to get one. Mancini wants one.
It'll keep him busy, and
Oh yeah, and I can use it then.
yeah, this is Ender 3. Only about how much did it cost me? Under 200.
Oh, that's not that bad, is it?
I mean, you're getting a lot of kit there. All these you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got all the motors, the computer, electronics, this stuff, all precisely cut. I got You can get upgrades though. I got a glass bed for this.
Yeah.
So if you do get one, I would encourage you to get a glass bed.
Why a glass bed?
It's easier to get it off the print, and it's more flat than
Makes
the one
sense.
that they give you. I've got one. The one that comes with it is too good. I've got it somewhere. Oh, there. Oh, actually, I could have used that side. You can even use the mirror.
Very, very good. Oh, I'm gonna have to
Can
go.
be fun.
Yes, I'm gonna speak to you later about it. Oh, thank you for showing me that. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Right, so you're good to go now.
Yeah.
Right, you take care
Thanks
now.
very
Okay.
much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry it took so long.
No, it's okay.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.